So I decided, you know what? I need to move. I need to see the world. And that's the other thing of the other reason I quit my job. I felt like there was more out there that I needed to see, that I needed to experience, and I was being held back. And that's when I realized I had to make a move. I didn't want to get stuck in a place I was not supposed to be. So that knowledge, that knowing that there is something more out there that I was supposed to be doing that I'm not fulfilling is what propelled me and pushed me forward. So fast forward, quit my job, and I decided, you know what, Akil, there's more to the world. You're living on a little island rock. There are things out there you haven't seen, animals you've never seen, mountains you've never climbed, cultures you've never experienced. I'm like, I'm gonna sit here in a 9-to-5 making money for somebody else while I'm missing out on all of that for what? I was like, I'm out. Moved to Europe. This was 2020. I moved to 2020. Moved to Europe. I was like, yeah, I'm in London, travel, because it's a travel hub. I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna do my thing. Then Corona came and I was like, nope, lockdown. I was like, what? Then the panic set in. And here's the thing about fear. When panic and fear sets in, it pushes you in a box. And for me, it pushed me right back in the box that I just escaped. I felt like I needed an income, I needed a job. I just went into find job mode. And for 6-7 months, I just looked for a job. Eventually, during Corona, I found a job because I'm in science. You know, science is not a job that gets depleted in times of pandemicia. You know, science is not a job that gets depleted or, you know, shut down in times of health crisis. So there were plenty of jobs around for science personnel. I got my job and I was like, okay, got my job. A month later, I was like, Akil, did you just allow fear to push you to recreate the exact same life that you left your home country to get away from? That's exactly what I did. I allowed fear to push me back into a 9-to-5. Not only to push me back into a 9-to-5, but to push me back into the same exact job I had back home that I didn't like and I quit for. Or quit from, sorry. When that realization hit me, I was like, that's when I realized like you know things in theory, you know that fear can really cause you to do things that don't make sense. I got a practical understanding. And immediately I was like, nope, fear made me make this decision, then I know it's the wrong decision. That's another lesson to be brought out to anyone who is trying to get on that entrepreneurship journey. Analyze your decisions. See what's the root that's pushing that decision. If the root of that decision is fear, you need to reconsider that decision, because fear tends to push us away from our potential and away from our blessing and away from our increase. If fear says go right, go left. If fear say go up, go down. And guys, that's not to do with physical things. Like, if you fear for your life, follow that fear. So I put in my resignation and I quit my job a second time. And that was on the 25th of August. And here's the thing about this second time around. This second time around allowed me to confirm the fact that it was not the environment that I disliked. It was the fact that I was not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's the fact that I was not on the life path that I was supposed to be on. Because this second job, same type of work, same, you know, science-based in a private lab. But this time, the environment was so lovely. My co-workers were so great. I enjoyed my co-workers. I enjoyed the work there. My manager was the sweetest lady I have ever met, the best manager I have ever had. So shout out to Judith and shout out to everyone in that lab, Siobhan, Safi, Basola, like Josh, because I know he can cuss if I don't say his name. Josh, shout out to everyone in that lab because they made me feel at home. I felt happy being there in their presence. However, I still felt the friction in my soul where I knew, yeah, this is fun being here with these people. Yeah, it's okay being here and working with them, but I still knew this is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I have another calling. And then the question comes up, what other calling? Your calling is YouTube? No, YouTube is a method, not the mission. For me, my calling, and it's something that I'm figuring out and it's evolving as I go through life, but I can feel that my calling revolves around connecting with people, people like you, and helping persons who, like me, want to escape from a life they don't want. I can feel that my calling is to help female entrepreneurs, people like me, who are living in the life that society has told them or their family has told them they should be in, but know in their spirit, in their soul, that they need to build something for themselves, something that's sustainable and something outside of 9-to-5 hamster wheel. That's my calling, and it's always evolving. And as you go through life, I realize, like, I kept thinking when I was younger that your calling or what you want to do is one thing, and I'm realizing it's evolving as you experience life. It's evolving as you evolve, and I'm very passionate about helping female entrepreneurs like myself be self-sustained, build something that they can be proud of, build something that's lasting, and just build something that allows them to enjoy life and experience life. And now I want to put a caveat in. This is not to say that if you work a regular job, you're not enjoying life, or that if you work a regular job, you're not experiencing your potential or you're not living up to your potential. That's absolutely not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you are in what society deems a regular job, and you feel like you're not in the right place, it's because you're not. Those of you who are in your job, love your job, feel absolutely fulfilled by your job, and you know that you're in the right place, by all means, do your thing, honey, you have arrived. This is for those of us who feel the exact opposite. And if you feel the exact opposite, I am imploring you not to ignore it, because you're going to continue ignoring it for years and years and years, and then there will come a point where you can no longer ignore it, and then you're going to say to yourself, I wish I addressed this years ago when I felt it. I would have been so far along, I would have been here, I would have been there. And you know, hindsight is 2020, so I'm here to disrupt that cycle and let you know, stop ignoring it, do something about it. And if you connect with anything in this video, if you are an aspiring female entrepreneur in any space, creatively, or if it's actually a brick and mortar store or e-commerce, definitely follow this channel, because I will be producing from henceforth, now that I am without job and without roadblock, I will be producing content for defining your personal brand strategies for your personal brand, social media strategies, marketing strategies, business plans, funding source, traveling, because from henceforth, I will be producing content that will help female entrepreneurs build a sustainable business. The first topic I'm going to focus on is personal branding, because I think everything starts there. So I am excited to get going. I'm a person who is highly researched. I love to do my research. I will read books, I would read papers. If you're a female entrepreneur who is either starting out, or you've had some success and you feel plateaued and you're not sure how to get to the next step, subscribe to this channel, because from henceforth, now that I am without roadblock, I've quit my job, I will be going all out with content for building your personal brand from the ground up, building your business from the ground up, whether that means putting in place your business plans, putting in place requests for funding, because that's another thing that's really a hard thing to get, funding, especially if you're in the creative industry. Whether it's planning out your social media strategy, just anything to do with entrepreneurship for content creators, influencers, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Take this time to also hit that bell notification button so that you will see every time I post content. I am going to be going hard on the branding content from henceforth, especially zoning in on content creators, influencers, and anyone in e-commerce. I will definitely be going in on that content from henceforth. If there are any areas that you are struggling with that you particularly want us to address, definitely put in the comment section below. I am gonna be going now. I am so happy to see you all here, and I will see you in my next video.